All right. I think we can start. Let me quickly confirm. Let me see. Come on, come on. All right. Okay, yeah, we can start. Okay, for those that don't know me, my name is Hightech, and on these live streams, we'll be talking cryptos and what has happened just now. I'll be also explaining what Hightech is and why you might be interested. Jesus is king, and let's go. Let's start. It's going to be a quick one. Recently, I'm trying to make more live streams, but shorter ones. So there is interesting development in the charts. One of them being, of course, Bitcoin breaking even lower than it was. So it tried to dominate again to climb up above 100K. It failed, and now it is falling slightly lower, with sentiment literally kissing the floor. So it's very dangerous to short it. I keep saying that, and I know it keeps going. It keeps to go. It keeps going against what I say, but as a matter of fact, this is actually not a big move. Even counting from here, just few percent, and yeah, like okay, from here is actually 10%, but overall, for the last 4 days, it dropped 10%. But overall, this is a very volatile market. So here, 10% up and down. This is nothing out of the ordinary. And the lower we go right now, the higher risk you run of this backfiring if you are trying to short the market. Why? Because there is more and more people believing in the bearish scenario, right? The lower we go, the more confirmation bias kicks in. The more people believes, actually they're right. This is a bear market. We should short it because now this is the only way of making money here. And then when it gets interesting for market makers, so far liquidations have reached over $500 million on Bitcoin. So yeah, there was liquidity sitting beneath the price. There was a decent amount of liquidity. Let's take a look at liquidation heat map. Let's see Model 3. Because why not? Yeah, and this one was literally showing that the majority of liquidity was sitting beneath, and it got grabbed, and now the majority is sitting above. Let's see model 2. Is model 2 showing the same? Yeah, literally the same. And literally now it also shows that most of the liquidity is above. So like I said, I mean, you run immense risk of shorting the market right now. And Bitcoin dominance on other end, as you see, it is breaking down, which is the thing I've been waiting for quite a while. This is the uptrend of it here, more or less, yeah, around more or less like this. I think we can do it like this. So we are once again we're having an attempt of falling out here, right? Of dropping below this uptrending line in a more established fashion because so far every single time we went slightly below, we climbed back up. But as you see, it starts to look less and less convincing that we will make it this time around too. So this is a very important, small little uptrend here. I mean, for us currently, because it was very spiky. As you see, it was trying to make a big comeback on Bitcoin dominance. It failed. It was failing, as you see. And yeah, my theory is that once we break this uptrending, cross this uptrending line in a convincing fashion, we'll see a short trip to 57%, right? So quite a noticeable drop. And from there, like once we breach 57 and the vicinity of 57, how all hell can break loose for Bitcoin dominance. So when we go over to other chart, we can definitely tell something's in the air, because as you see, other chart, which is supposed to be representative of what altcoins are actually doing, is not having it. It's literally not having it. It's not as nervous as it used to be in the recent past. So that is literally a sign of strength, right? It keeps maintaining its presence in the upper section of this support band. As I said previously, I said it could still retest this downtrending line here, and that appears to be the case. That it is to a certain extent retesting it right now. Do we have to touch it? Not really. It depends, of course, on how aggressively Bitcoin will behave. If Bitcoin still gives us a one more week to the downside, that we can see a touch upon it, but yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. Like, generally speaking, betting on the market going lower from here, I think it's putting yourself on the wrong side of the fence. But it is definitely possible, because SPYX is actually also having not the best of times. It dropped a little bit, literally recent hour. And this one, remember, it shows us quite accurately how TradFi is about to open, right? So if S&P 500 opens lower, that by default applies selling pressure on Bitcoin. Not always, but most of the times that is what has been demonstrated recent months. So yeah, maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin goes slightly lower than that. We get that touch on this downtrending line, and then we are off to the races. With the sentiment being this low, because on alternative.me, fear and greed index is at 16, I think. Let me quickly check it. I think it was at 16. Where is it? Forgive me, I switched the view for a moment, because I don't want I don't want to expose my my search history. Yeah, 16, extreme fear, right? And CoinMarketCap is 22. So on both of these fear and greed indexes for crypto, we are at very, very elevated levels of fear. Alternative.me, extreme fear, CoinMarketCap, fear, almost like literally knocking in the doors of extreme fear. So yeah, I'll be very careful if I were you, to be honest, with betting on this market going down, because that has been the case. That has been a regular thing that we can observe on the Bitcoin chart for last literally few years. That whenever we break down from these formations here, those descending channels like this, whenever we fall out, that's the final move, right? That's literally the final move just before we start really higher. As it has happened, it has happened multiple times here, multiple times, on so many occasions. With this final push down, that marks the end of this agony, and then we rebound and continue higher. So, and it makes perfect sense from market mechanics perspective. Market mechanics is what I call it, and that's literally the mathematical rules of what should and what should not be possible here. So, for example, if there is and let's say logic rules. So let's say if there is no one willing to sell, you will not see price lower, because even if market makers want to push it lower, they must find a source of supply. And if there is no one who has the supply that is willing to hand it over to them, then you will not see price going lower, right? So that's just an example, right? What is logically possible, what is impossible, right? This is what I call mathematically. This is what I call market mechanics, right? Like pure facts, pure numbers, pure logic. Sometimes certain information escapes your attention, escapes your radar, and then unexpected things happen. There's always a certain degree of randomness here, but generally speaking, all of this, it moves within certain brackets of what is possible and what is not. So yeah, guys, share, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you like this format, if you understand what I say, if you understand my let's say, hold a second, I must check something here. If you understand my message, if you generally like if you're vibing with the channel, then don't forget about subscribing. So yeah, even though so far it's going against my assumptions, it's actually well within my assumptions. Actually well within. There is because from the very beginning I said that this move is probably the last move. No one really knows or can guess how low this one's going to go. Probably not very low. The one thing that is for certain, we will not see like minus 30% from here. That will be extremely weird. That will be extremely against how, generally speaking, market behaves. That would scream very, very brutal manipulation, because that would mean literally all of those indexes literally lie to us, and they do not show the real sentiment of the market. It is possible only upon those conditions. If those conditions are met, if the fear and greed indexes all over the space literally lie to us, then yes, then we can be ahead of larger move down. If they haven't changed anything yet, and it works as it used to work in the past, so at those other instances of literally same market behavior as we are seeing now, then it is highly unlikely, highly improbable that we will see a larger move unfolding from this standpoint, from this place. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Don't forget about that part. And today I will be giving away one whole Hi-Tech, which is my meme coin, of course. And in order to be eligible, you must own at least 0.01 Hi-Tech on your wallet, on your address. So I will be selecting one lucky winner in about 10 hours or 8, yeah, in about 10 hours from now. I'll be doing it during a live stream, of course, so everyone can see. But on my Polish channel, because my Polish channel is much bigger than this one, it's like well, over 5 times larger than this one. So here it makes no sense because there will be little people to to witness it. I mean, it's still very tiny. This YouTube channel, so that's why. So yeah. Oh, to my surprise, I see. Okay, I thought there was 6 people on Twitch because now I'm live streaming to multiple platforms at once through Rumble Studio. For a second, I thought there was 6 people watching on Twitch. That would be very uncommon. Usually, there's maybe one on Twitch, not anymore. But let me take a look at X. Maybe there is someone writing something in the live chat. Guys, if you have any questions, of course, write me in the live chat. I've been 11 years in this space, so definitely I can contribute to you learning something new about cryptos, about how this market works. So yeah, I stay very hopeful, very hopeful looking at Bitcoin dominance, right? Because what I'm waiting for the most, of course, is finally a larger move on altcoins, and looks like we are having the right setup for it. So it's going to be something yummy, something very yummy, because we've been seeing so far 2 large sell-offs. One of them being the largest in the history of altcoins, and that cannot bring us zero effect, right? Like nothing. This market cannot see sell-offs like that and then just continue to do nothing. I mean, this is not how markets work. There is overbought state of the market, oversold state of the market, and both of those states they bring certain after effects. They have certain consequences, right? So right now, the level that the altcoin market, the level of oversold the altcoin market is experiencing is something unseen so far. So once it's all over with this circus that we are currently at, I think we are ahead of some real fun time, real fun time. So yeah, so just be ready for it, right? Don't neglect this market just yet. Don't neglect the space just yet. Stay around. I think you should start, throwing something at your favorite altcoins, but not everything, definitely. Just something small, just so you stay with the vote of what you're gonna do about it if the price goes slightly lower, because dealing with the market, it comes down to maintaining the last word, keeping the last word for yourself. I call it arguments of strength. And yeah, if you go all in, then you have no say anymore, right? You're like literally like a flag on the wind, and wherever the wind blows, you have to align with it, right? And that's not how you should be. How you should be, let's say, dealing with it. So yeah. So that's it for now, guys. I will be live streaming sometime later today as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this format, if you're vibing with me here. And don't forget to get yourself a little bit of high tech, because who knows? I mean, maybe you will win one whole high tech today. There's very few participants so far, just 73. So the chances of you winning are sky high. I left all of the information in the live chat. I mean, there's not much to it, and the link to where you can get 0.01 high tech to be eligible on Raydium exchange. That's not very complicated. And later today, I will be announcing the winner. I'll be showing you the process of the selection process, and just so you know, it's all honest. There is no manipulation there or anything like that. You will quickly, upon seeing it, you will quickly realize any sort of manipulation there is actually impossible. So it's not like I will be sending it to myself. I will really be sending it to a lucky winner.